Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Sumukascha Ekadantascha Kapilo Gajakarnakaha Lambodharascha Vikato Vignarajo Vinayakaha Dhumaketur Ganadhyakshaha Palachandro Gajananaha Vakratundaha Surpakarno Herambaha Skandapurvajaha Suklambaradharam Vishnum Sasivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasanna Dhyayet Sarva Vignopasantaye Yasyadvaradavaktradhya Parishadhya Parasatam Vignam Nighanti Satatam Vishwaksenam Tamastraye Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheswaraha Gurur Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Satchidananda Rupaya Krishnaya Aklishtakarine Namo Vedanta Vedhyaya Gurave Buddhi Sakshine Krishna Dvaipayanam Vyasam Sarva Bhuta Hiteratam Vedabcha Bhaskaram Vande Samadhi Nilayam Munim Narayanam Namaskritya Naranchaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayet. With Bhagavan's grace, let us continue. We were partaking the teachings of Brahma to Narada. When Narada asked Brahma, you are the greatest, you are doing all this creation and all that, Brahma stopped him and said, no, that is not true. So there is somebody who is superior to me, the Supreme Lord. And then he starts explaining how the actual creation is taking place. He said it's already created. All I am doing is, I'm just being part of it, that's all. Whatever is being is happening, whatever is created is already done by the Supreme Purusha, and my role is to just to be part of it. That's all. And then in the processes of the doership, the actual doing, the deed, and the various requirements to do any action, everything is supreme. The Supreme Being only, the Parama Purusha only, is what he is describing. How this Parama Purusha is present in the manifested world in so many ways. In infinite ways he can present. Where he is not present, right? Everywhere he is present. And also unmanifested is where the Amritattvam, the immortality is. The sweetness, the never-ending sweetness of Prema is. That's what now Brahma taught. And then to that entity who is present both in the manifested and the unmanifested worlds, the sacrifice is being done. That is Yajna Purusha, who the Yajna Purusha himself, Parama Purusha himself, the Parabrahman himself, who is the actual, he is doing the sacrifice, he is also the act of sacrifice, he is the object, the entity, the sacrificial fire to which everything is being sacrificed to. So this is a beautiful way that he is describing how this creation is taking place, okay? And we covered the first three slokas, I think, on that, 22, 23, and 24. Today we will take up 25 and see if we can, with Bhagavan's grace, move to 29. Up to that point is describing the Yajna Purusha. Yajna Purusha is not a separate entity. Please remember that. The Yajna Purusha is Bhagavan present as sacrifice, which is what you and I are. Because as I speak, I'm also sacrificing myself, right? The allotted time for this particular body is being sacrificed up to that point, right? And my energy is being sacrificed. Time is being sacrificed, right? Everything, the same way, whatever you do in your life, there is nothing other than sacrifice. And we call it as action, we call it as accumulation of wealth, desires, whatever else we call it. The truth of the matter is they are all sacrifice only, an aspect of sacrifice of Prema, of this Parama Purusha himself. So that is why it's called Yajna Purusha. Yajna Purusha. So he is the embodiment of sacrifice. He is the indweller in the sacrifice. So please understand it that way. So it is not a Yajna Purusha, it's not somebody whom we do sacrifice to. This Purusha is doing a sacrifice, And my job is to align myself with that. Instead of thinking I am doing this work, Bhagavan is doing this through me, right? That's the way to think of it. So then 22, 23, 24, 25 we will take up now with Swami's grace. Nama dheyani mantrascha dakshinascha vratani cha devata anukramaha kalpaha sankalpaha tantram evacha. Nama dheyani mantrascha dakshinascha vratani cha devatanukramaha kalpaha sankalpaha tantram evacha. Nama dheyani, the various names that we give to devas, whether we call it Surya, Indra, Varuna, Agri, whatever name we give, these are all these devas that for every aspect of Bhagavan that is manifested, we've got a name for that, right? Or not for every aspect, for several aspects. And those devas are the effulgent aspects, right? And every, if you look at it inside our own body, right, there are so many devas that are present. In our mind, there are so many devas that are present, hundreds of them. And each one has been given a name. And all these devas we worship too. The same way, when Vishwamitra, very interestingly, when this drama was enacted by Rama and Lakshmana, when they accompanied Vishwamitra for in the mission of eliminating Tatakai. And what did Vishwamitra do? And after the first night they stayed near the banks of the Saryu River, next morning, that Kausalya Supraja, he woke them up, and then after that he actually gave to Rama, he actually transferred to Rama the powers that he possessed in terms of Balam and Atibalam. Those through mantras he gave, and which are, the Balam is the one that gives the strength. It actually multiplies your strength, not only physical strength, physical, mental, emotional, all aspects of the strength, it multiplies it exponentially, that mantra. And then Adibalam is the one that also prevents you from becoming sleepy, right? Confers you the power to conquer sleep. And then after the elimination of Tatakai, Vishwamitra was so pleased, and then at that time he actually again transferred the powers of all the mantras that he had accumulated, the various astrangas, various in the archery, for every arrow that you send out, there is a mantra that accompanies it. That's what that gives the power to it. And these are all extremely powerful. They're all devatas. And Rama very quietly, as a very innocently, he listened to Vishwamitra reciting all these mantras, and then Vishwamitra had Rama repeat the mantras so that made sure that he got them right. And here Lakshmana was standing next to him with a nice smile on his face, because all these Veda mantras, everything is originated from Ramachandra. And here is Vishwamitra, but at that moment being embedded in the web of this Maya, he was actually teaching Ramachandra, okay, to the original teacher there is. But Rama very politely took it and repeated the mantras. Then he did a beautiful thing. Then he called out all the mantras, and those devatas immediately manifested, each of those devatas. As soon as he said a mantra, the devata associated with that mantra presented himself, herself in front of Rama. Okay, manifested himself. That's the power of this mantra. But then what did Rama do? He said, you go back and can come back when I call you again. Why I'm narrating this story, why it occurred to me, I think, is because each aspect that we think, I know how to sing, I know how to speak, this, that, whatever we think our skills are, each one of us is gifted with a unique talent, and we develop that into a skill. And each one of those skills, each one of those talents, the potential things we have, or the things that we have developed into skills, each one of them is an aspect of Bhagavan. Each one is a devata. So each of that is Nama Dheyani, okay? Mantraha, but mantrangal, and Dakshinaha cha, Dakshinai, we say Guru Dakshinai. It is not like a Dakshinai is an expression of gratitude. When, for example, when we talk about Guru Dakshinai, immediately nowadays we understand a teacher teaches something, so I have got to owe him something, or I have got to give him some money or whatever it is, right? That is not what it is. It is what it is when the knowledge is transferred in this example. Okay, knowledge doesn't belong to anyone. It belongs to everyone, but no one in particular. That is Bhagavan himself. So if you happen to be knowledgeable on something, you share it with somebody else, then the knowledge gets shared, but you have not created that knowledge. The gratitude that is expressed by the person who receives and who becomes more knowledgeable in that process, that's a sense of gratitude involved. The expression of the gratitude is dakshinai. Okay, and for the guru, the satisfaction, the contentment, the so-called reward lies in the fact that the teacher has learned. The student has learned, and also is grateful for not only for sharing that happiness and bliss with another person, also grateful for the opportunity that is being given and for him being used as a tool in the transfer of this knowledge. So these are the things that goes into dakshinai. Okay, pratanicha, various disciplines. Then devata anukramaha, devata anukramaha. The one when we pray, when we go to temple, when we go to different sannidhis, or when we do homam and all that, there is one devata after another that we are always inviting, right? First we do prayer, and then we do another devata, whichever way, depending upon our mode of ritual, right? Like one devata after another, that's what it means. Devata anukramaha, one deva after another. Okay, kalpaha, kalpaha here means the as specified in certain specific scriptures. Like I may do Sudarshana Homam, for example, then that is Sudarshana Mantram comes there. And then how do I do the worship? Either by Kanasa Agamam or Pancharatra Agamam, like that. Whatever is the scripture specifies, accordingly I follow. Another one is Sankalpaha. Sankalpaha, when we say doing the Sankalpam, when we do the Sankalpam in temple and before do the Archana or whatever functions we do, Sankalpaha basically means a specific purpose. Okay, and Tantram is the process, a specific process to achieve what you have undertaken. All these are requirements for doing yajna. Okay, all these in different forms. Not only what a priest comes and does, but in our own life. And that I'll share with you a little bit more, so that we can personalize this teaching of Brahma, and we should not make the mistake that Brahma only came out of Bhagavan's nabhi, and then sitting on top of a lotus flower, we look at the picture and he did all this. No. That Brahma that came out of Bhagavan's nabhi is nothing but my mind, it's nothing but your mind. Okay? Because the mind has got the creative aspect in it. That is the Brahma. And the nabhi from which it has come is our Mooladhara, our Bhagavan, the indweller, the Paramatma Supreme Being present within us, each one of us, and outside us also. And the lotus flower is, yes, I have come out. This mind has come out of this Mooladharam, this Paramapurushan, but in a Padmam, in a lotus flower, because while it creates, it also is not attached to the creation, as Brahma is never attached to the creative aspect. If you even analyze in your own self, is never attached to the created thing. Okay, it's a desire that gets attached to it, but the creative aspect is absolutely unattached. It keeps on creating. That's all it does. It never attaches to things that it creates. But then, due to our senses and our desires and all that, we get attached to various things. So there are two different things here. So this is an internal process, and all these, our purpose, any action we do, everything is part and parcel of the yajnam, the sacrifice that is taking place. So namadheyani mantrascha dakshinascha vratani cha devatanu kramaha kalpaha sankalpaha tantram evacha. Number 26. Gatayo Matayaha Shraddha Prayaschittam Samarpanam. Purusha Avayavaihi Ete Sambharaha Sambhrita Maya. Now, Gatayo Matayaha Shraddha Prayaschittam Samarpanam. Purusha Avayavaihi Ete Sambharaha Sambhrita Maya. Now, the Sambhrita Maya, arranged by me. In this case, everything in our life, in my life, is arranged by my mind. In your life, all the things that you go through is arranged by your mind. So if the mind comes under control, more peaceful, then the arrangements are all peaceful. If the mind is agitated, and then all the arrangements are agitated in your life. If the mind is loving, even all the arrangements in your life are all loving arrangements. So how you arrange things is up to you, up to your mind. And that creative aspect in the mind we are talking of, not the mind itself. The creative aspect is that is part and parcel of the fundamental part and parcel of the mind. Okay, so the Sambhara Maya means Sambharaha Sambhrita Maya. That means arranged by me. And the meaning of 26 again, let me share with you, is that the movement, okay, sacrifice. Then the various aspects that we talked about from Slokam 22, that are so-called requirements of or part and parcel of the sacrifice that is taking place, they all Gatayaha progress towards the ultimate goal. You and I, without us really taking any effort, without us really doing anything about it, we are all traveling towards our ultimate goal. Okay? And there is no detour. Everything is prescribed and prearranged. Only thing is the experiences that I have towards, as in the process of, in the journey towards my ultimate goal of getting back home, merging with the Lotus Feet, the experiences I go through depends upon my mindset. And the mindset is balanced, if the mindset is loving, then the process becomes balanced and the process becomes loving. If the mindset is selfish and narrow and miserable because of the selfishness, my path becomes miserable. So it is whatever is the mindset is what the path reflects. But Gatayoho, we are all progressing. Each one of us is progressing towards the ultimate goal. There is absolutely no doubt about it, no question about it. This is an absolute certainty because it is declared by Bhagavan himself. Okay? It is his design that is taking place, and he is taking each one of us back home. At some point, when he decides, in a way he decides, and the place he decides, the time he decides, each one of us will beautifully, the feeling of separation that I have, that I am not God, I am separate from God, that feeling, that illusion, that wrong thinking will vaporize, will go away. It's going to happen to each one of us. That is what Gatayoho means, progressing towards ultimate goal. And Matayaha means, in that process, we are worshipping different forms of God, different devatas. Devatas simply means different aspects of effulgence of this one entity that is there. I may like the Shiva form. I may like the Venkatachalapati form. I may like Saraswati. I may like Hanuman. It doesn't matter. Or I may like Durga. So many forms are there that we pray to, the different aspects. In worshipping that, Gatayoho, we are progressing towards the ultimate goal. Shraddha, with determination, with perseverance. Prayaschittam Samarpanam. This is beautiful. How this process of sacrifice taking place? You do prayaschittam, whether we realize it or not. If I do a wrong action today, that is going to come back and hit me tomorrow. It's inevitable. If I say a wrong word, if I hurt somebody with my word, that is, I'm going to get hit back. It is going to happen. at some point in time, in some way. So that is the prayaschittam of experiencing the reaction of whatever I do, whatever I speak, whatever I think. Yes, it is going to reflect and react and rebound on me. That one, as I become more mature and I find, oh my God, why so many difficulties? Now, God is unfair. I'm going through, as we go through all these thinking processes, again and again and again, some point in time, we start realizing it is not this Supreme Purusha that is doing anything at all. It is my own past actions, my own past thinking, my own past words that are coming back to haunt me, or that are coming back to bless me, depending upon what I do. Then, once I understand that this everything is Bhagavan, is taking place according to his design, Samarpanam takes place. Swami, this is all I offer to you. This is all you only. With that mentality, with Shraddha and Prayaschittam, going through, it's not a question of taking a sankalpam to do Prayaschittam at a temple or do a homam or anything. Each one of us, every moment, we are doing the Prayaschittam also. Okay? Of paying either the price or the blessing of our past actions. And we carry our life offering everything to Bhagavan, worshipping the form of God that each one of us likes, each one of us can relate to. It doesn't have to be the same form, because all forms lead to the same entity only ultimately. So, and we are progressing towards the ultimate goal. That Purusha, that ultimate goal, Purusha, avayavaihi ete sambharaha. His limbs, his aspects, or all the things that I talked about now, of all these various things that are the requirements that are part and parcel of that sacrifice that is taking place, all these are that Purusha avayavaihi yete. All these are these Purushas, the Supreme Purushas, limbs only, aspects only. Sambharaha means all the things required for this sacrifice. Sambhrita maya. Then, arranged by me. What is this by me? Arranged by me means, see, so many things happen. How do I arrange all the things in my mind? If I arrange all these as limbs and part and parcel of the Supreme Purusha itself, that is what I did, is what Brahma says to Narada. What did I do? The things, every sacrifice is already taking place. The creation is already taking place. Whatever is created is being sacrificed. Then everything is really part and parcel of this Parama Purusha only. Arranged by me means I could experience it. I experienced it, that this is what is taking place. And Sambhrita Maya. That's a Sambhrita, not only arranged. This is the beautiful divine arrangement that I could experience, I could be part of. So I didn't do any creations. Bhagavan was creating through me. The creative aspect in your mind, in me, in my mind, the creative aspect in each one of us is talking. Okay? We call it Brahma, that's all, because it is most expansive. It is a creative aspect in each one of us. Okay, Manomulam idam jagat. Don't forget that. Manayeva karanam purusha moksha baddhayoho. It says manomulam idam jagat. That simply means idam jagat. This universe is originating only in the mind. Okay, same way, Manayeva karanam. Panayam is only the mind that is the cause for Purushaha, for all the beings. Moksha bandhayoho, either for freedom or for bondage. It's only the mind that is the only cause. The whole creation is only in the mind. Only in the mind. And that creative aspect in the mind, which is so fabulous and phenomenal and fantastic and absolutely immeasurable. I mean, it's wondrous. Just a mind can create anything it wants. It can even create God. It is so powerful. That creative aspect is talking to Narada. Please remember that. And this, it says, everything's already there. I align myself with it. Sambhrita Maya. I experienced it. Gatayo Mataya Shraddha Prayaschittam Samarpanam Purusha Avayavaihi Ete Sambharaha Sambhrita Maya. Number 27. Iti Sambhrita Sambharaha Purusha Avayavaihi Aham Tameva Purusham Yajnam Tena Eva Ayajam Iswaram. Iti Sambhrita Sambharaha Purusha Avayavaihi Aham Tameva Purusham Yajnam Tena Eva Ayajam Iswaram. Iti, thus, Sambhrita Sambharaha, all the things that are required to perform a sacrifice. Sacrifice is just not a word. Yajnam is just not a word. And it's a process. It requires several things to perform in the process. And then it has to be offered into a sacrificial fire. So many things are there, along with some mantras, so many things, right? Everything, all these, Sambhrita Sambharaha, all the things that are required for this yajnam. Purusha is Bhagavan, Purusha only. Aham Avayavaihi, I am also one aspect, one part, one limb of that Parama Purusha. Just like I'm also Yajna Sambhrita Sambharaha, I'm also a Yajna Sambhara, I'm also an object, a requirement for performing the sacrifice. Here I am meaning the mind. The mind has to sacrifice itself. The body is different. The body is very simple. But the mind is the one that's creating all these agitations as well as peace for us. So that's the one he's talking of. Aham. When you think of I am so and so, you are not thinking at any given time about I'm 6'1", I look like this, I'm 170 pounds weight. All these things are not going through your mind. Your mind is the one that saying I am. All the thoughts that you go through, the feelings, the expression, the opinions. This is the world that we all live in. So each one of us is a manusha because we are based upon the mind. Please remember that. So aham avayavaihi purusha avayavaihi. I am also part and parcel of an aspect of this purusha. I am a limb of this purusha. Tameva purusham yajnam. Tam eva. That yajnam purusham. He is the yajna purusha. He is the embodiment who appears as in the form of yajna. Yajna is formless, but it has got a form. He is a form of that yajna. That yajna purusham. Tena eva ayajam iswaram. Tena eva, only him. Ayajam, to be worshipped. It is Namo Ruchaya. Namo Ruchaya is what Purushottam says. Okay? That Ruchaya, that effulgence, that Purusham that is present everywhere, Tena Eva. He is the only one. Eva, only one. Ayajam, to be worshipped. Iswaram, he is the master, the controller, the Lord of everything. Tena Eva Ayajam. He's answering Narada when Narada started worshipping him, and how Brahma corrected him. He says, yes, what you say is true because you are embedded in this Maya, but let me tell you the truth. And then he explains this Purusha in the manifested world, in the unmanifested world, and both in the manifested and unmanifested world, how he is present as a Yajna Purusha. He is the Isvara. He is the one, he is the only one to be worshipped, not me. He is the one to be worshipped. He's what he tells Narada. Such a beautiful teaching from Brahma. And I don't know, it's only Bhagavan's grace that we are even listening to such exalted teachings. I hope that with His grace that we all listen to this carefully and reflect on this, apply this personally, because then only you can experience the power of this teaching. Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.